Hey ladies, I'm going to take y'all through just a quick full body mobility, I guess is flow the right word to say, mobility routine maybe. Nice and relaxing sound in the background, but we're just going to get straight to it. As always with mobility, I kind of like to coach it as, do as much as your body is telling you need, okay? I'm going to go through on the shorter end here just because mobility is a bit boring, it's a bit tedious. With mobility, listen to your body. If I am shortening the amount of reps that you're doing, or finishing before your body feels ready, then you can continue on and do more, okay? Some days your body may be craving more, some days it may be needing less. So listen to your body. This is just to kind of run you through this routine, a full body mobility routine. Do more if needed, do less if needed, all right? We're gonna start with prone wrist cat-cow. This is not a fan favorite, but the reason it's not a fan favorite is because nobody works on wrist mobility and it's pretty uncomfortable, okay? So it's gonna be your regular cat-cow. We're gonna kill two birds with one stone and add in some wrist mobility. So instead of right here, we're going to rotate it so that our palms are facing up. Yeah, it's not super comfortable. Inhale, exhale, but it's giving us some good wrist mobility. If it feels better to rest for a second in between, you can do so, and then reset. Inhale, exhale. We're gonna go for 2 sets of 5. Inhale, exhale. All right, so reset, relax those wrists. You can rotate them a little bit. It's uncomfortable. Listen, it's uncomfortable for me too. I do not do wrist mobility. I forget about it all the time, but we need it. The reason it feels this way is because we need it. If you keep this mobility routine in your routine, this is not gonna feel like this every time, all right? Let's get it set back up again. So rotate those wrists. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, relax, let that pelvic floor open up, and exhale. And 5. All right, drop it down. I don't like it either, I promise. I don't like it either. Our next exercise, we're gonna go into some hip mobility, which is really one of the more important parts of our body to warm up and move, especially if you are sitting a lot, especially if you are pregnant, especially if you are postpartum, okay? So 90-90 hip switches. There's a few different variations of this, which we're actually going to get into, but we're gonna start with just your basic 90-90 hip switches. So right here, like this, each knee is at 90 degrees, and try to get as much range of motion in this as possible, meaning your knee touching down to the ground, okay, without twisting your body. You want it to be happening in your hips, okay? We're gonna go for 10. Rest for a second, do 10 again, and then go straight into our next exercise. This is 10. This is one that I find personally myself needing more of, and even further than that, my left side needing more than my right. So if you got through that one round and you're like, oof, yeah, didn't really feel like it loosened up a little at all during that first one, definitely do a second set. And if you're still feeling like your hips are craving more, go for a third set, okay? That's the beauty of mobility. You can just keep listening to your body and going for as long as it needs. Let's go ahead and do our second set. Remember to just keep breathing through mobility. 4, knees at 90, 5, 6, 7, see this one feels a lot looser for me, 8, 9, to a point where I probably wouldn't do a third set, and I'm not going to because we're going to move on to the next one. So this is a different variation of 90-90, okay? So I'm sitting more upright. It allows me to get even more torque in my hips, okay? 90-90, you're welcome to hang here for a second, and then you can switch to the other side. This is the one that's tighter for me, this left leg, so I like to kind of sit in this one a little bit longer. So we have 2 options here. You can do 2 sets of 10 with this 90-90 hip switches in the greater range of motion. And then what we're going to do right now is add a thrust. Okay, so we're going to rotate, thrust up, drop it back down. Rotate, thrust up. We're going to go for 10 total. Just one set. 3, 4, fully rotate. 5. Just opening up those hips. 6. Thrusting up, opening up those hips. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Hey, great job. So hopefully by now your hips are feeling a little bit more open, a little bit looser. We're going to add to that, really target our hip flexors. Start with the runner's lunge, but before just going straight into it, I want you to drop it down into a down dog. Bring one leg up, stagger it just to open that up. Hang here for about 5 seconds. 2, 1, and then step that foot forward. Drop it down into that lunge. We're going to add some hamstring mobility to this. Just 3 shift backs right here. 2, 3. If you feel like you need more, go for 5. And then right here, go down as far as you can. You might not be able to go past here. That's okay. Hopefully that's why you're doing this. If you can though, go as far as feels comfortable. And we're going to add some thoracic mobility. A few deep breaths here. Drop it down. And if you can get lower, go lower. Okay. Press yourself back up after about 5 seconds. Reach up, back down. We're going to do one more thoracic mobility. Reach up and back down. Then we're going to hang here for about 10 seconds. If you need to repeat all of that, you can do so, but I suggest doing the left leg before repeating, okay? So go ahead and bring it back up. Let's shift back one more time for that hamstring stretch. And then back to that down dog, okay? Same thing, bring your left leg up, open it up, let it fall, open up that hip. 3, 2, 1. Step it forward for runner's lunge. Feeling that stretch right here. And then shift back 3 times. Again, go for 5 if you need to. 2, 3. And then drop it down. We're going to go into thoracic stretch. If you can get lower, do so. We'll hang for about 5 seconds. Press it back up. Reach. Back down for about 5 seconds. And last one. Then drop it down about 10 seconds here. So mobility is kind of, like every other thing with unilateral. I've already mentioned a few times now that my left hip is a lot tighter. If I wasn't doing this in a coaching format right now, I would actually do this and repeat it on my left leg just because it is tighter. Hamstring stretch again. So if you need to go back and repeat either of those, please do so. Next is our foam roller thoracic exercise. So grab either a foam roller. If you don't have one of these, you can grab a yoga mat and roll it up. Okay, this one is amazing for thoracic spine or upper back. Okay, so great for my breastfeeding and bottle feeding mamas and pregnancy. So good. So we're going to just fall back as far as you can. Bring it up. And then fall again, okay? We're gonna go for 10 reps total, or if you want, you can do 5 longer reps and just hang here for about 20 seconds each time instead of about 5. That was 3. Then let your arms hang overhead. 4. This is like any other mobility exercise, but this one specifically, you should really be able to tell the difference each time you go back and that level of comfort level of discomfort, I should say, decreasing. So each time you feel a little bit more mobile, it's not as uncomfortable. That's what a lot of mobility is. It's working through that discomfort. And the more you work through it, the more consistent you are with mobility, the bigger difference you are going to feel. 2 more if you're going for 10. Last one here. All right. Good job, y'all. Next, love it, is open book stretch, which I'm just going to use this because I already have it out. This is my all-time favorite mobility exercise. Again, great for my breastfeeding and my bottle feeding moms. So you're going to lay on your side. I'm on my left side, okay? My left leg is going to stay straight. My right leg is going to bend, and I'm going to place it on whatever I'm using, yoga block, rolled up yoga mat, foam roller, okay? This is great for thoracic as well, so that upper spine. We're going to inhale, breathing into our ribs, okay, a good diaphragmatic breath, so we're expanding into our back, into our belly, and into our ribs, and then exhaling. Inhale, expand, exhale, bring it back. We're going to go for 2 sets of 5 each side. 4 and 5. All right, we're going to switch sides. You all can see it from a different angle here. My right leg is straight and on the ground. My left leg is bent at 90 degrees and propped up on my foam roller. I'm going to inhale, expand, and exhale. Interestingly enough, one more. My left side is a lot more mobile on the upper body, which makes kind of no sense to me. So that felt a lot easier than the first side that I did, which we are now back to. So second time through, inhale, exhale. This should feel a lot easier this time. Not as much discomfort, right? 3, 4, and 5. All right, going ahead and switch sides. Here we go. Inhale, expand, and All right, ladies, good job, y'all. That's such a good one. Next up, we are going to need we only have 2 more, either a long band or a towel. We're gonna do ankle stretch because a lot of people really, A, forget about ankle mobility, and B, need it. If you notice that you're struggling with your range of depth on your squats, it could very well be hip mobility, but it could very well be ankle mobility. So you're going to place either a towel or a band around one foot, okay? And then pull it back, bring it forward. We're going to do 10 each foot. If you feel like you need a second or even a third set, go for it. 3, 5, 6. Also is a good little calf stretch. 7, 8, 9. One more. And 10. Switch it up. Oops. Oh, we have 2 more. I was wrong, you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Again, repeat if you need to. Next up is shoulder dislocations. This one is, other than open book stretch, this may be my favorite. We're gonna do 1 set of 10, 2 would be great, 3 would be great, do what feels best. Bring it up and over. This is one that may take some practice, may take some consistency, could also, if you aren't able to get all the way around, just could be your body makeup, okay? So just get as far as you can so that you feel that deep stretch. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, and if you want it to be more challenging, a closer grip. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, repeat if you need to. Final exercise, just to finish off with a good hip mobility exercise. Again, stagger one leg out, or straighten one leg out to the side. This leg is bent. We're going to hinge back and then thrust forward. All right, so right here, inhale, exhale. What I want you to do is really think about keeping this toe flexed, pointed up, digging it into the ground so that you're really right here getting that adductor stretch. 3, we're going for 10 each side. 4, inhale, exhale. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch sides. So this foot is flexed, dig it into the ground, inhale, exhale. 3, 4. I like to finish with this one just because this is a little bit of activation too, and it's always okay to include glute activation in any of your days because our glutes are always working. And 10, so it's always okay to do that. All right, those are exercises. Those are great ones just to kind of keep in the rotation for any workout, any day, even on rest days. Okay for pregnancy, okay for postpartum. Gets a good full body mobility in, and gosh, it just feels good after. So keep in mind, do more, do less, based off of what your body is telling you. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all are awesome. See you for the next one.